So if you're looking to take on Baron and trying to figure out how to beat him, let's go over it. So personally, his strengths is mid-range shooting, 3-point shooting, his weakness low post offense and strength, which is always what you've got to go against. In his team, we have Malone, who's going to have the strength of post defense, and also his weakness is layups. He then has Boykins, who's going to have his post defense and weakness as layups. So both of them are going to be both of the same type. So naturally, this is going to come a little bit harder than most. We got 7'5" on both of these and 6'5" on the wingspan. Now, obviously, depending on who you've gone against, if you've managed to beat out any of these kind of higher rated players, then obviously that's going to be fantastic in itself. But you can do this without going too crazy. So as we can see, we've obviously got Steel Grip. He's going to be potentially one that I throw in, but we have got Rebounding and Offensive IQ as weakness. But we're going to go with Gearhead to start with, and then somebody who has been pretty decent across the board is going to be our boy Mystic Mike. Obviously ourselves are going to be able to throw a bit into this, and the big thing is, you've got to remember with these, if you've not necessarily done kind of too many, or you've tried to do it all yourself in terms of shooting, it doesn't have to always be you that shoots or you that scores, because naturally your teammates are going to be there as well. And the one thing I've found when it comes to the AI is there's always loopholes to go with. Now, Baron's going to be the hardest challenge that you've got, and once you've managed to complete him out, it should be pretty decent. Now, the main thing that you're going to be trying is really trying to kind of get under and play that defense as much as possible, but then also being able to overturn. You want them to potentially take some missed strengths, and you naturally want to give it into Baron's hands to kind of stop him from doing as much as possible. Because naturally, that's going to be the main issue, is going to be Baron actually getting it, and you want to be trying to stay away from them twos knocking in. Now, obviously, when it comes to this, what you'll find is normally, if I get into the center position, oh, that's beautiful. Lovely. I mean, that mistake went absolutely perfectly. But what I found throughout a lot of these challenges, if I go center court, normally what I find is I get doubled up on. Meaning, you've got yourselves a free teammate that you can just throw the ball to. Now, obviously, if I've got Mystic Mike there, I can naturally go ahead and manage to... Nearly, but now we've got the ball, for instance. But say I've got Mystic Mike, who's going to be my mid shooter. If I've then got him here, so let's see if the computer does the same. Naturally, when I'm here, sometimes it does find that the computer does tend to give me a little double up, but it doesn't look like it's going to do that at this point. We're going to go for the free myself. That was horrendous. But that's kind of what I'm saying. You sometimes want to be able to have that ability to be able to give it to your give it to your teammates and actually get the win. So naturally, you will find that you will kind of sometimes go and find a certain position just like that, and also you'll get the 2 points nice and easy. And if you can get the free, even better, and you want to make sure that you're giving yourselves the best shot that you humanly can. And trying to turn over as much as possible is going to be perfect, but you're not going to get every single one. So don't be too disheartened if you don't manage to fully get them every single time. As you'll see, sometimes you can break some ankles and get yourselves the free. Oh, but we do get the beautiful. He's going to go for it. Stunning. And that's what I mean. Sometimes it plays off nicely from my terrible shot that does get rebounded, and it's why I'm having Gearhead here, because obviously he's going to be the perfect one for the rebounds. Jeez, bro, he's just absolutely took me out there. But naturally, that's going to be the point, is I'm going to be able to have that ability where I'm going to be defensed. Little one back, if I can outshine it here. Back in. Little free. And again... Oh, he's going to pop it up for the 2. I'll take it. But we'll get to the end. Naturally, what you've got to do is just constantly be on that defense. Don't rush your play. You don't want them to rush as well, because you don't want to be giving them easy frees if you can, which quite literally I've just absolutely given him. But naturally, you can restart this as well. There's no necessarily... You don't have to do this in one. It isn't necessarily a big thing that you have to constantly do. Throw it out here. Oh, that's slightly late, but it's not enough. Oh, we do get it again. Back into Mike. Back out again. Oh my shoot in this game has been atrocious. I think it's playing whilst doing it at the same time. Good steal. Back to me. That's great. Now we're leveled it up at 11-11. I'm going to have to really take this out, because I'm going to need to take one of these balls off him at some point, and he has just absolutely took it to the hole with me. Terrible defense. Oh, we take it off him. Lovely to Mike. Mike shoots back. We get the excellent. There's the free. And that's exactly why you want to take this lead. Now, the big thing with taking the lead is you don't want to mess it up. You want to hold off as much as you can. If you can get the 2, that's fine. Like, we'll take it. But now every point matters because we need to make sure that we are making every chance going. Because they start off first with the ball, you're naturally going to always be in that off position. If we can take it back round, I can get the free myself, and that gives me a little bit of cushion. We only need one more to get this big win, and that's going to be everything. So it isn't necessarily the hardest thing, but it is. Oh my god, and he just absolutely runs for it, and that is exactly why Gearhead is absolutely one of my favorites. Can we go for the free? Oh my, that's terrible. That's terrible. Get it back to him. Is he going to go for this free? Is he knocking it back? He's gone for it. Can we get this off him? Lovely. Another chance. Over here. Can we get the dunk? Beautiful. There it is. And there's the finish. It's, like I say, nothing too crazy. I'm hardly an expert level of this game. I am very bog standard. But that is kind of the game plan that you want to go with if you're going against him. And now you have him, you want to utilize him in every single team because he is that good, especially when it comes to 3 points. You'll barely have to do anything. He's going to pretty much do most things. And that's how you beat him in Street Kings.